Today I'm visiting Jamie and his family. Jamie is 5 years old and has a neuromuscular condition. This means that his muscles are weak. This affects his movement, but also means that his breathing muscles are weak as well. Therefore, Jamie requires support with his breathing from a ventilator.
First ventilated from birth, it was kind of out of our hands. We didn't have any choice or decisions to make. Yeah, it wasn't until there was a mention of having a tracheostomy that we were talked to by the Brompton about options and what would happen, risks and benefits. Mostly I felt quite lost and was just following their lead. They're the doctors, they knew best. Initially I thought maybe we could get away with him not having a tracheostomy, because there was the option of maybe having non-invasive ventilation, but it was quickly kind of ruled out that, you know, he wasn't going to cope with that. You know, they took our emotions into consideration and our feelings. They discussed what would be best for Jamie and talked us through everything. So, you know, by the time it came to having the trachea, we were quite comfortable, or as comfortable as you could be, I suppose, with what would happen from then on. Yeah, I mean, we were lucky in that we had time to have a lot of training before he came home, so we were competent in that respect. When he came home, it took a while to adjust. It took a while for Jamie to adjust to his new surroundings. But ultimately, yeah, it was definitely a positive move. Of course, to have your child at home with you is how it should be. He was ready to come home long before he came home. So we just wanted him home. There was a bit of apprehension because we've had the security of, you know, nurses and doctors around him all the time. Even though we've been there and dealt with any emergencies, when he's at home and it's just you looking after him, there's a worry that, you know, what if something happens and we can't manage as well as the doctors do. But again, we do. We're confident in what we do and we know what he needs and how to look after him. And we were in constant contact with people from the Brompton, but mostly it was me and Tim working together. We didn't have any other parents who had been through the same thing that we knew of, so it was just a case of us working together and just getting used to Jamie with a tracheostomy. An occupational therapist came round to assess the property and see what we would need to make it suitable for Jamie to come home. She then approached the council and got a grant funded from them to adapt the property to suit Jamie's needs. I mean, we had to kind of have Jamie up in our living room for a couple of days during the day while they worked, and it didn't take them long at all, really. When he came home, we didn't take him out. We were stuck indoors for a long time, partly because of the fear of taking him out and something happening and not having, you know, the comfort zone of his, you know, equipment and everything at home. But once we started taking him out, we felt like, yeah, you know, we've got this. We know what to do. And now, yeah, I'd say we're definitely the best people for the job. We started by giving our front room downstairs to Jamie. It was a bigger room, so our front room now is a bedroom, which is fine. It works for us. We've had his bathroom adapted so that we can get in and out there with his hoist. So he can have a bath. We have nurses that come overnight to look after Jamie, and they go to school with him every day as well now. And that, you know, without them, we wouldn't be able to have Jamie at home. We can't stay up day and night to look after him. So the care package is a massive part of our lives. And, you know, we've had the same people for the last 3 years. We've built up a relationship with them. And it's, you know, it can be quite daunting, the thought of people constantly in your home, but you do adjust to that. With Jamie's condition, it is important that we take each moment as it comes and live in the present without planning too far ahead in the future. We make sure every moment counts. Jamie is really good. He's really improved with his communication over the years. He was vocal at one point, but he's lost the ability to do that now. But he uses his eyes to say yes and no. He makes sounds with his tongue as well. He can go along with the rhythm or the beat of a song by clicking his tongue, which is nice to know that he understands that. And he uses switches as well, so he's got slight movement in both of his thumbs. So we attach him to some switches and he will press them, and we can make a voice recording and he will use it to sing a song or to answer yes or no. So it's nice. We have good communication with Jamie. Respite care is very important for us as a family. It means it's not so. It can seem relentless sometimes. It can be tiring, constantly caring for your child. So respite is it's good for the child, and it's good for the parents to have that break that they need to kind of build up their strength again, to look after their child again, and to spend time with their other children, which is really important. You have the option to stay with your child during respite care as well, which is lovely. Going from not speaking to any other parents or even knowing of any other parents in a similar situation, we've actually been in touch with a lot of other parents with children with similar conditions in similar situations, and we go out with the kids now. We go out for coffee, we go for picnics with them. We've got a Halloween party coming up, which is going to be nice for them. It's nice to be in touch with other people from being kind of secluded. Jamie was about 2 when the first mention of school came up, and I just thought it's ridiculous, and I felt a little bit angry actually at people mentioning it, because I really didn't think he was going to make it to school age, for one, and I thought people shouldn't be saying this, it's not going to happen, and then the time got closer and I thought, oh wow, actually he's got his place at school, this is going to happen, and even down to buying his school uniform was just a really big moment for me. It's something that, and dressing him in it was something that for me was never going to happen for Jamie. Looking back on any changes that I should have made or things I should have done, I definitely would have been more assertive in saying exactly what I wanted for my son. You have to take the expertise of the experts, but it's your child, and you have to remember that it's your child. You know what you want for your child, and if you're not happy, then you need to speak up, because people are there to listen, not just to talk at you and tell you what's going to happen with your family and your child from now on. They're there to help, so I would definitely have spoken up a bit more.